international law does not regard you as people of Cameroonian nationality. This must be shocking to you. From where 1st of January 1960, international law recognizes the inhabitants of La République de Cameroon as people of Cameroonian nationality. There can be no Cameroonian nationality outside that La République de Cameroon. Please take very great note of this. If you decide to be using Cameroonian nationality as a flag of convenience, it is because you decide to use it as a flag of convenience. But international law does not regard you as Cameroonians. And the Treaty of Fumban, Article 1, goes to spell it out. It states, nationals of the federated state shall become Cameroonian citizens and shall possess Cameroonian nationality. This means when your country, which was then called United Nations Trust Territory of Southern Cameroon under United Kingdom administration. Can you listen? That's how to describe a country. Is that the name of a country? Is that the name of a country? United Nations Trust Territory of Southern Cameroon under United Kingdom administration. That is a whole definition of an area. It's not the name of a country. We are coming to why you are not considered as Cameroonians. This identification by description only determines that you are not. It says that when your country accepts to become a federated state in the Federal Republic of Cameroon, then you acquire the right to become Cameroonian citizens and have Cameroonian nationality. But is your country now a federated state in Federal Republic of Cameroon? Is there a Federal Republic of Cameroon? Is there a Federal Republic of Cameroon? So you acquired Cameroonian nationality only by treaty. And once that treaty is abrogated, you are no longer Cameroonians. That's only logical, isn't it? Then what are you? Eventually, the brilliant scholar came and decided to proclaim the secession law 84/001 of the 4th of February 1984, by which he formalized the secession of what was East Cameroon into La République du Cameroun. By that secession, as you must have heard the last speaker, it opened the way. You see, God moves in a very mysterious way. As long as Ambazonia was in this dubious thing of United Republic of Cameroon, there was a fiction of unity existing, even though in international law it had collapsed. There may be some of you who have done political science. This is the principle of extinction and creation of states. Let's start it over. From the moment Southern Cameroon, as it was called, as a state, joined the République du Cameroun in forming the Federal Republic of Cameroon, under international law, the two states are extinct and the new state created is created. That is to say, there is a creation of a new state and an extinction of the two states that are created. Now, when the treaty that has brought this together collapses, as it did, the Federal Republic of Cameroon becomes extinct. That state is extinct. And automatically and simultaneously, with that extinction, the original states are resuscitated. These are the principles of international law concerning creation and extinction of states. Recently, Paul Biya carried a catechism lesson in Boya. He told the people, I am a Cameroonian. And the people shouted after him, I am a Cameroonian. I was born a Cameroonian. The people shouted after him, I was born a Cameroonian. And I will ever remain a Cameroonian. The people shouted, I will ever remain a Cameroonian. Paul Biya did law in Paris. He knows that under international law, you and myself, Ambazonians, are not Cameroonians. And the treaty that gave you Cameroonian nationality has been abrogated. So it was necessary for him to instill into your subconscious the nationality of Cameroonian in order to enable him to rule a country as a colony under the pretext that it is part of Cameroon. Why did he not carry that catechism in the other side? Why didn't he go to Eboluwa and say, I am a Cameroonian, or Je suis Camerounais? Let us hear. Because the people are Cameroonians under international law. But you who are not Cameroonians must be made to believe that you are Cameroonians, and you are believing that you are Cameroonians, and as a result, you are even participating in the institutions of the Republic of Cameroon, as if you are like, what you are is that Cameroon Outre-mer, Cameroon overseas. I mean, they themselves call you Cameroon Outre-Mongo. That's what they call you. Why must your own Cameroon be qualified? It is because you are not Cameroonians. And the moment you accept that you are not Cameroonians and decide that you must research your own identity, then we have started a fight. And until then, it's a total waste of time to complain and complain and complain, because nobody outside is going to come and bother about you. If you say you are a minority, there's no country without minority. The United States has several minorities. Nobody can come here and start talking about the United States minority. Quebec is a minority. United Nations can't interfere there. There is no country without minority. But we are not dealing with a minority problem. Article 76 of the UN Charter limits the trusteeship system to only two alternatives for a state. You either develop the state to self-government or to independence. This is our story. The UN is under an obligation, a legal obligation, not a moral one, to implement that. We had a system which was the only system where a government could conduct an election and be defeated by the opposition. Dr. Ndele conducted an election that was defeated by Foncha from the opposition. Nowhere has it happened in Africa. Nowhere. To show you that the system was thorough. It was typically British style. Now, they tell us that they voted in a referendum of the 20th May to say that we should be ruled from Yaoundé. And who are you? You go about saying, well, our elders voted in a referendum that we should be ruled as a colony. Where have intelligent human beings, having attained that level of political development, volunteered that a country that was less educated politically, a country of bandits, should come and rule them. Voluntarily, they ask for it to come wipe away their House of Chiefs, House of Parliament, House of Assembly, and crush every other thing there. And you believe that that is what your people did. At the time of that plebiscite vote, or what you call it, referendum vote, it was very interesting to see what happened in the College of Arts in Yaoundé, Bambili. Because, as always, students are radicals. They make sure There were two papers. One was white, one was black. The black meant no, the white meant yes. And by the time they finished, when they came to pick up the things, the whites were all full on the ground, and inside the box was all black. But what were the results for Bambili? 100% in favor. That is a gigantic fraud, which Ahidjo used and said the people had accepted that I should run their lives for them. But we are not even interested in that referendum, because the question, as my brother put to you here, is this: was a referendum mentioned in the Treaty of Fumban as a mode of modifying that treaty? If the answer is yes, then we are condemned to be where we are. If the answer is no, then we'll have a right to revolt against an arbitrary government. It is a government that is illegal, and it is illegal to obey an illegal government. That is the course which God has set us forward, and we are not stepping one step back. We have accepted death, and I don't see what else we have before us, because we are tired of being tossed around. The country and the territory from which you come is rich in every aspect, natural and human resources, that if we can be united, if we understand the cause, there is no question of who is boss and who is follower. And we have a people who are willing, as you must have noticed, unarmed. When I was imprisoned and locked up in a VMM, students came out barefisted to face gendarmes. They burnt edifices. In Bangla alone, they razed down the whole gendarme barrack they razed it with fire. Now, you are young men, and time has come for you people to pick up the gun and pursue this fight to a logical conclusion. Thank you very much.